Hey, this is Mike Ham from Radio Garden State, and you're listening to Danny Coleman's Rock On Radio.
Just go say it. Just go ahead.
You want to talk about it?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
You don't want to get your feelings out there
No.
on this situation?
Always a bad idea.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rock On Radio. As you hear, producer Claire is here with me in studio.
I may not be recording or playing anything, but yes, I am here.
Yes, you are here producing, doing your best. We are expecting Madison, possibly.
Possibly. If her hair, and her hair will look beautiful.
I'm sure.
Or so they say.
I hope so. She's been at that salon for since last night, I think she said. I don't know. But anyway, welcome to Rock On Radio. I am Danny Coleman. As I said, producer Claire is here. And we've got a action-packed show this
Yes,
evening.
we do. Lots of stuff
We've
going on.
got phone calls. We've
My
got
manager as well.
in-studio guests. We have our usual drivel and tomfoolery,
Yes.
mayhem, all the things that make this show this show.
True.
And yet we still have these sponsors. O'Connor's American Bar and Grill of East Hampton, Mount Holly, New Jersey. Located on Route 537, otherwise known as Monmouth Road in Mount Holly, the official caterers of Rock On Radio. Phoenix Art Supply and Framing. They're in Doylestown, Pennsylvania on Route 611, otherwise known as Southeastern Road, providing quality art supplies and framework for more than 40 years. Phoenix Art Supplies and Framing. Little Pies of Princeton, the official dessert provider of Rock On Radio. They are inside the Princeton Shopping Center at 301 North Harrison Street in lovely Princeton, New Jersey, which is back to being busy now that school is in.
That's true. It is pretty crowded there.
Princeton is always busy anyway.
And that's like the back end, so it's like the residential area, but it's actually they put a big, huge complex, an apartment complex. It's pretty crowded.
Is that what they were building there in the parking lot
done now,
of
I
the
think, yeah.
shopping center? Like, let's just stick some apartments here in the parking lot.
Yeah, there's an extra piece of land there. I think the kids used to play like softball or something. There was a field there, and now it's got apartments.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to
More
New
customers,
Jersey.
though.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side. But yeah, that's a nice. And actually, are they doing their music for the fall on the green or no?
In
Princeton,
at
Little Pies.
Palmer Square or in
No,
the
no,
parking
no.
lot?
No,
No, they had the Triumph Brewery had a pop-up beer garden every Friday night
oh really?
at 6 o'clock. Actually,
By
the,
Little
the
Pies?
beer started flowing at 5.
Nice.
Right there by Princeton Makes in the middle of the across in the middle, the open area, the court area.
Yeah, where
courtyard.
Little Pies is. Yeah, and
Yeah, in
Colorado Mine.
that area.
Mm-hmm.
And they had live music every Friday,
Nice.
which
That was just
began
for
at
the summer?
6. The beer drinking began at 5, but
That's good.
the music began at 6. Speaking of beer, Tyndall Road Brewery, located at 102 Farnsworth Avenue in Bordentown City. They are the official micro brew of Rock On Radio.
Nice.
Correct.
So when are you going?
I don't know. I just don't have the time to get there. I've been busy. Busy.
I hear you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Frosty.
Thank you. Correct. Which the Christmas Spectacular will be here. The
Yeah.
17th annual Christmas
Yeah.
Spectacular
First week of December.
will be here in it will air on the 21st and the 28th of December this
Yep.
year. Should we tell Diane at Asbury Park Vibes that we're
Probably.
invading her space?
Yeah, first
should we
week,
just show up?
first Saturday of December. Yeah. Yeah, probably should tell her. You probably should. Well, you have the key, but I think you should let her know.
Asbury Park Vibes. If you go to asburyparkvibes.com and you are in need of a photographer, talk to Diane or Doug. They have staff of 15 of them.
Nice.
And they also do websites, website bios, press releases. They have some small shows and a fantastic podcast. AsburyParkVibes.com. NewJerseyStage.com. Home of my weekly column, Rock On, This Week's Sound Bites, which this week is Dar Williams.
Ah.
Yes. Singer-songwriter, dare I say, Americana artist, Dar Williams. But check that out at NewJerseyStage.com. It's also where you can listen to all of my past radio shows, the PenguinRocks.com, or the Penguin Rocks Mixcloud, actually, Mixcloud.com/The Penguin.
So all like 800 and such and.
Well, no, just the ones that he's
Gotcha.
begun archiving over the last year or so.
We have to find all your. I mean, you
I
have
do.
all of them,
I have
right?
them. They're in my storage unit on CDs.
Wow.
That's how old this show is. When I first started this program, at the end of every show, they would give me a CD
And you never
recording.
And you never thought to download those into like a cloud somewhere?
They didn't have clouds.
Well, they do
back
now.
then.
The heat's probably damaging those right as we speak. I didn't realize they were
They're
on
CDs.
disc. Yeah, and they can get damaged. Then you'll sound like.
Wait, how's that go?
That's how you sound.
That's how
You
I
heard
sound.
it.
I sound like I normally.
Normal, that's true. You got a point.
After Saturday night, I sound like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Should have heard me Friday night. I
Why?
was not feeling well.
Aw.
Thought I was going to have to drive myself to the emergency room,
Oh, no. That's not good.
which I did once. My son was like 2 months old, and I got bronchitis, so my ex-wife couldn't leave the house. I couldn't breathe, so
Well,
fortunately there was a hospital less than a mile and a half from my house, so it was
that's good.
a race against time. But I've lived to tell the tale.
Actually, I drove myself once to the emergency room, too. I had sliced open my palm in the middle of a blizzard, and I drove to Freehold, into Freehold, half an hour.
from
Mine
your
was
house?
half an hour from my house with a towel wrapped around my hand. And as I'm driving through the blizzard, and it was Gracie's birthday. It was the day after Christmas, and the blizzard was coming in, and I'm thinking maybe I should not have done this. I might go into shock. I made it.
The day after Christmas.
Day after Christmas.
Where was your now ex-husband?
Oh, he had to stay behind. He wanted to throw everybody in the car and go together. I was like, 4 daughters. No, you stay home. I'll go drive myself.
That was a poor decision on your part. I'll just say that right now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
We'll
it
debate
doesn't
that
look
at
bad.
another time. We'll debate that at another
But
show.
have you met
This
me?
is-
I do things on,
Well,
it has to be done.
this could be part of the problem.
Yeah, well, true.
So you're.
Sorry.
I'm not going to go there.
We get
I'm gonna
sidetracked.
Just stay there.
Next.
Sinister Footwear. Go to sinisterfw.com and check out the crazy, insane, wild, fun socks that Tina sells. Use the promo code DCRSocks at checkout and get 10% off your order. Sinister Footwear, sinisterfw.com. Dee Dee's Lights, the official Chandler of Rock On Radio. She just came out with some brand new.
I know,
Did you see that?
something that I was trying to figure out, like, what did she do? Was it different colors or
Yeah, she did different.
like layers of it?
yeah,
It was called
different-
driftwood or something. Looked really pretty. She was very excited.
It's going to cost me. I know it is. It's going to cost me. But Dee Dee's Lights, you can look her up on Facebook or Instagram under that moniker, DEEDEES Lights, the official candle maker of Rock On Radio. The Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation. Go to jsjbf.org and see what they've got going on. You can check that out there. I'm still looking as I was looking through the recorder today. I still have some more Clarksdale stuff I need to put out there.
Visit
actually.
clarksdale.com.
So that should be fun. Mm-hmm. Once I go back and relive
Those moments.
Our moments in Clarksdale.
Yeah, it was fun.
Correct. Who am I? Oh, yeah. And we are coming to you from the Two Tracks studio of Deco Entertainment. Bruce was here. He left. Today's Charlie's birthday, so
that's
we
right.
got to wish Charlie a happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie Calv. And he's
With his mom.
apparently so. I don't know, but
And
apparently
his
so.
family. Yeah.
Well, you don't know whether Bruce is telling us the truth.
Of course Bruce is telling the
Charlie could be skydiving or something. Maybe his mom's. Maybe Charlie's mom's
skydiving is possible. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
Why? You know his mom?
As a mom, I could. I would not skydive.
When I worked for UPS, there was a woman who was the administrative assistant to the general manager, the gentleman who ran the arena in Trenton, the Cure Insurance Arena. And for her 50th birthday,
Oh, she's young.
well, this was 20 years ago,
Right.
she went skydiving.
Oof.
And then did it again when she turned 60.
Oof. Oh,
I don't get it why you would want to jump
over
out
my
of a
dead body,
perfectly
which
good
is what it
airplane.
would be.
Although one of the best T-shirts I ever saw was in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And it said, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving may not be for you. Which I found interesting. But yes. So is that it, Claire? Did I get everybody?
I think so. I mean, where can they listen to us on Radio Garden State?
Yeah, it's true. Every Monday, 10 a.m., this show will air on Radio Garden State. You heard my friend Mike Ham
That's right. He opened the show.
bring us in this evening. And then on Wednesdays, the Rock on Radio Indie Hour, also at 10 a.m. And Fridays, Danny Coleman's Got the Blues, also at 10 a.m. And how can they find us, Claire?
They go to dcror.com, which is the short link for Danny Coleman's rockonradio.com.
And Facebook.com/Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio 2. That is the number 2. Instagram at Rock on Radio, all one word, all capital letters. And speaking of the blues, brings us to our next gentleman,
Yes. Woohoo!
who is here because he is helping to head up, or possibly, are you heading it up, or are you helping? Or are you just assisting? What do you...
Oh, I'm pretty much a logistics guy.
Okay. So he's the man in charge for a big event on October 11th at Temple University's Ambler, Pennsylvania campus, the 2025 Philadelphia Blues Society Blues Festival. Please welcome Mr. Greg Gaughan to Rock on Radio.
How you doing, Danny?
All right,
Claire,
sir.
How are you?
Good.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's a shame you hadn't reached out to me several weeks earlier, because we could have pushed this closer to the date, of the show.
But now they'll they'll get in their minds.
No, I know
That's
that.
right.
But that way it will be up and archived, and you can continue to share it right up into the festival and beyond.
Okay.
So that's a
great.
good thing. So you got more time, actually, to
Promote.
spread the word about the Philadelphia. But now, is this the inaugural one?
This is the inaugural one.
Okay, because
very
you're
first one.
a board member of the Philadelphia
Blues Society.
Blues Society. Okay. Let's go there.
Okay.
Let's go there first, because we're expecting a call from one of the artists on the bill. Billy the Kid and the Regulators will be calling us shortly. But how did the Philadelphia Blues Society come about?
Okay, so back in 2023, Derek Madison, otherwise known as Philadelphia Slim, and formerly known as Harmonica Slim from Slim and the Percolators, had called me looking for the phone number for Khadijah Renee. And Khadijah had put out a message on Facebook. Stepping back a little bit, there was a Philadelphia Blues Society Facebook page that a young lady by the name of Tony Washington started way back in the day. And Derek had seen Khadijah's post on Facebook, but he didn't have her contact. Now, I'm the booking manager for Jamie's House of Music, and Khadijah has played Jamie's House of Music, so that's why Derek reached out to me. So as we're talking, he says to me, how would you like to start a Philadelphia Blues Society? And I said, that's really funny, because 2 weeks ago, I was talking to Andy Rosen, who's our vice president of the society, about starting a Philadelphia Blues Society, because Philadelphia's never had one.
Wow.
Fifth largest market,
I was going
and
to say.
they've never had a blues society.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So Andy says to me, look into it, let's do it. And then Derek calls me. So I told Derek this story, and Derek says, well, do you and Andy and Jamie want to be a part of this? And I was like, sure. So we all got together and formed it, and in March of 2024, it became official that we were officially a 501c3 nonprofit.
Yay.
Fantastic. Now, is this your first big event?
This is our first big festival. We've done 2 events in the past. We did our launch party back in October of last year. And then right after that, we had a benefit for Tom Craig, who is battling brain cancer.
Okay, yes.
Raised some funds for him, as well as Mikey Jr. had one in Levittown about a
Right.
month earlier.
Okay, so that's how the society came about. And again, the event is October 11th of this year at 11 a.m., and it runs all the way to 6 p.m.
Yes.
And you've got quite the lineup here. Now, is this everyone, or are there others?
There's one other artist, and that's going to be indoors. It's going to be the Pamela Renee Trio.
Okay.
Okay. She's going to be performing 2 sets inside in the Learning Center.
Okay.
Nice.
Excellent. Well, we have at this event, you've got Billy the Kid and the Regulators, the Aaron Harp Country Duo, Danielle Maraglia, the Philly Blues Kings, and that's going to be with
Clarence Spady,
thank you, Clarence
international
Spady.
blues artist out of Scranton, PA.
All right, and local guy Mikey Jr., of course, and Solomon Hicks will be the headliner.
Yes.
Nice. So when you do an event, well, I'll tell you what. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because we got the phone call due in any second. But tell me about Greg Gaughan. Tell us about Greg Gaughan. Tell us how Greg gets into blues music and how you go from there. Go ahead.
Well, let's go back to 1987 when I walked into J.C. Dobbs
Oh,
on a Sunday afternoon.
good old South Street.
And I saw Alicia Levy and Mark Furman playing Bow-Legged Woman and a Knock-Kneed Man.
Oh, no kidding.
And I was like, I know that's a hot tuna song, but I also know it's an old blues tune.
Uh-huh.
And from then, I started going to Tower Records on South Street. And up on the second floor, they had a barrel where you could get cassettes for $1. So I was picking up like Coco Taylor and Little Milton and Willie Dixon, and I'm playing these artists, and I'm going, wait a minute, Backdoor Man, the Doors did that. But that's really an old blues song, and that's kind of how I got into the blues, and then I used to do a Roots Rock and Americana show on Z88.9 FM in Burlington County on the Pemberton campus, and it turns out that they had a blues show, so my show led into their show, the blues show on Wednesday nights. And then we kind of got switched around. We went to Sundays, and then Sherry Wine, who was the host of the blues show.
Oh, yeah, I know Sherry.
Sherry's mom got sick.
Oh.
So she stepped away. And all of a sudden, I started getting CDs sent to me, blues stuff. And I was like, well, I just can't sit on it. So I started doing a little 3-song segment on my show. And then as I got more CDs, I was like, well, I just can't sit on this stuff. So I revamped my show and did a whole hour of blues. And then in 2018, in the college's infinite stupidity, they decided to get rid of the FM frequency, okay, and only go internet. And after 15 years of doing the Roots Rock and Americana show, I decided to put that to bed and do a 4-hour blues show. So that's kind of how I got into the blues thing. And then in 2010, I went to the Psalm Salon. I was invited out by an artist I used to play on my old radio show, Dan May. And turns out that the owner of the Psalm Salon, Jamie Riley, used to play bass guitar for John Lee Hooker when he was 19 years old on tour.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was just blown away by this guy. So I got involved with Jamie and the Psalm Salon, which eventually became Jamie's House of Music.
Right.
And then he moved it from his house to his new venue in Lansdowne, and I'm now the booking manager at the venue. So I book all the bands that come through the room.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's very cool. And you've had some of my favorite bands there. You've had Misty Blues. You've had Gretchen Emery. You had oh gosh, who'd you just have recently?
Male or female?
Female.
Well, Amanda Fish was just there.
Right. No,
We've got Katie Henry's going to be coming back.
she's a
in
Jersey girl.
November. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now lives in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's in Northeast Philly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not that far away, actually. So how about that? If you're just tuning in, this is Rock On Radio. I am Danny Coleman. Our guest is Greg Gaughan of the Philadelphia Blues Society. We have calls expected from Billy the Kid of Billy the Kid and the Regulators, Mikey Jr., Danielle Maraglia. We have a big show this evening coming up. You know, I meant to tell you, Jamie, our first phone caller, Billy,
Jamie,
after you and I set this up for him the time to call.
Yeah.
you just called him Jamie.
Did I?
That's
Yes.
okay. I'll
Oh.
edit anything.
Greg, that's Greg.
Greg.
Jamie is
Got
not
Jamie
here.
on my head.
Jamie's House of Music.
So after we set this up for him to call in, like half hour later, my phone's ringing and he calls in. He calls me and he's like, "Yeah, I was supposed to call your radio show," and I'm like, "Next week." Oh. I said, "That's all right. You're early."
I'd say so.
Right?
That's really early.
Correct. But so you know, it's funny. Blues music is often maligned in a lot of ways. I remember I was in a blues band once, and we did a lot of old. We didn't do any original stuff. We did all covers.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of stuff that people would recognize if they heard it.
Sure.
And kind of go sort of like you were just talking about, like when you said Willie Dixon. No, I got Led Zeppelin 4 for my 12th birthday, and several weeks later I'm buying Led Zeppelin 1, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great." And then somebody said, "Yeah, it's an old Willie Dixon song." I'm like, "Who the heck's Willie Dixon? I'm Led Zeppelin." And then your eyes get opened, and you fall down that tunnel and keep digging to see, okay, well, Willie Dick, all right, what's this? You know, and then it culminates when you go to Clarksdale, Mississippi, like Claire and I did in March with the Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation. But the blues band that I was in, I remember the guy saying this, and pardon the way this may come off to the listeners because it's kind of a graphic, not a real good description because I don't like it, but I'm repeating what he said to me for the context of the situation. He said, "Every time I tell somebody I've started a blues band, they're like, oh, blues? That makes me want to go in the bathroom, slit my wrists, and hang myself."
Oh, nice.
And he's like, "Why?" Because it's slow and it's boring. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Exactly.
You know, they don't realize. I guess they're thinking the old. You know, they don't realize the swing blues, jump blues,
Delta blues.
acoustic blues,
Chicago.
Delta blues.
Yeah.
You know, it's Zydeco blues. I mean, there is just there's so many aspects to it, and all versions of music today sprung forth from the roots of the blues.
That is true.
And people, I don't think, understand that to the extent that they need to. Then again, a lot of people don't want to go down that tunnel or what do they call it today? Rabbit
Rabbit
hole.
holes.
You know, they don't want to go there and say, oh well, okay, that's where that come from, or that's where that come from, and I think they do themselves a disservice because they really don't understand the place that blues music has in the history of not only this country but music itself. Am I wrong there?
No, you're completely correct. And I think that one of the things that the blues societies are doing to kind of educate people is with the blues in the schools
Right.
that they do. You know, I know the Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation's been doing that for
Yeah.
decades.
Yeah.
You know,
They have
and
scholarships.
that's something that we're
and-
going to start doing
yeah.
too with the Philadelphia Blues Society.
Yeah, I mean, you almost have to, because otherwise it's going to be. And I talked to a couple weeks ago. I talked to him, Eric Meyer. Are you familiar with that name?
No.
Eric is one of the co-owners of the Ground Zero Blues Club.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 of them. There's one in Clarksdale. I think there's one in Biloxi.
Yes.
And somewhere. Anyway, so Eric and I were just talking because they had a big thing in Central Park, the Symphonic Blues Tour. This was Morgan Freeman's brainchild, and Eric and Morgan, along with Plantation guy. What was his name? Oh my God, I'm drawing
Something
blanks
with an
tonight.
H.
Muddy Waters' house was
Yes,
there.
right there.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, they got this
Stovall.
Stovall. The Stovall Plantation,
Stovall.
right,
Plantation,
yeah, right. And they,
Harold.
Harold, thank you.
I
And
knew it was an H.
they had this, they have this, this thing called the Symphonic Blues Tour, where they're putting like a 20-piece or 50-piece orchestra with blues players,
Interesting.
guitarists, and they had this big thing at the summer stage in Central Park. And which is why I was talking to Eric, and he said, if we don't do things like this to draw attention, he said, this is not just an American art form or a form of music that's going to die out, but it's part of history. So to be able to bring that to the masses, so to speak, would be, or letting that fade away, I guess, would be a true injustice.
I agree.
I mean, it's so. What does the Philadelphia Blues Society? What are your plans to go to the community and?
Well, doing shows at Jamie's House of Music. Jamie's House of Music is our venue for the
Right.
Philadelphia Blues Society. So every first Thursday of the month, which actually tomorrow, we have a blues artist. Either they are a regional artist or they're one of our member bands.
Okay.
Tomorrow night is Khadijah Renee with her trio. It's going to be coming with the Budessa Brothers and Tony Day.
Okay. And
And then again, like I mentioned, we're going to start. We haven't started yet, but it's something that because we're young,
Right.
we're barely a year old. But one of the things that we're going to start working on is the blues in the schools. And one of the things that I would like to do, if I'm able to work it out with Jamie, is to use Jamie's House of Music as a platform base to have a musician there or a couple of musicians come in and do like a seminar or a
demonstration,
workshop,
yeah,
you know, and invite kids out from the high schools and the grade schools.
like a school trip type
Right.
of day
Yes.
trip type of thing.
Yeah, like a Saturday afternoon or something like that.
That'd
You
be
know.
great.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I'd do that now. No, I'm serious because okay, and I hate to keep going back to Clarksdale, but when you and I were in Clarksdale, right?
Right.
There's a juke joint there called Sean's Bad Apple.
Okay.
All right. It can't open if it rains because the roof leaks so bad. True story.
I guess they don't have enough buckets.
And
Yeah.
beautiful, bright sunshine day. You go in there, and the light is so dim and so low. It's kind of like here with all these different rugs all over the floor, and he's got all kinds of furniture just strewn about.
He actually has car seats. He has benches from cars.
From cars.
like groups of like that's over there and there's a seat and there's over here's it like it's eclectic, very eclectic.
But you go in there and this guy sits down and he plays a guitar and he tells stories and talks about the origin of the blues, the club, I mean the whole bit, and it's like an educational experience. Now, when you do walk out of there, it's like God's flashlight. That white, all that light hits you in the face. It's like, what were you doing? You know, but it's just an incredible experience. Now, not that I guess I kind of am trying to get children to go to juke joints if we're doing this.
But to hear the music, to
Yes.
create the next generation of appreciation.
Case in point, Greg, we're in this bar, and this guy gets up and he goes to leave. Right? And what's his name? Sean. I don't forget what the guy's name
It was a kid name.
And he stops playing right in the middle of the song. He stops playing. He goes, "Well, where are you going?" Now this place is no bigger than this room we're in right now. It's like, "Whoa, where are you going? Where are you going?" He goes, "I gotta go," and he walks out the door. The guy says, "I'll be right back." He leaves his guitar on stage, and and you can hear him yelling down the street. "What is it? Something I said?" But you don't get that in pop music. You don't get that in run of the mill. And I just remember looking at Claire, and we were cracking up. It's like
Only in Clarksdale.
well, only in blues music, the lyrical content, the it's as Wayne Kessler said one time. Its complexity is in its simplicity, because it really is a simplistic form of music, but yet there's so much that goes into it.
Oh yeah,
You know?
that's true. I mean, look at the old blues guys like Honey Boy Edwards and Robert Johnson and Charlie Patton when they were playing everything on their acoustic guitar,
Right.
the rhythm, the lead, everything.
With no pedals or
No,
any kind of
nothing. It was all figure picking.
I know and we went to the actual crossroads. We went to
the crossroads. The middle of, it's
What
a
is that?
dusty road.
what was the farm that we went to?
The cotton gin farm.
Yeah, it began with a D, where Charlie Patton was discovered.
Dickies?
And,
Dickies. Yeah, Dickies.
I don't think so.
Dickens.
Dickens. Something like that.
Yeah. I think he's right.
Yazgers.
No, Yaskers. What are you talking about? Yaskers.
Anyway,
Oh, here, Clarksdale. I can look it up.
so I kind of, it's a roundabout way, but I'm kind of thrilled that you got to that you're doing this, Greg, because to me, when I got into that blues band years ago, to me it was just rock and roll. And it caused me to take the deeper dive into the music.
Dockery.
Dockery Farm.
Dockery Farms.
I knew it wasn't Dickies.
I knew it was a D, though. We got close. It was closer than what you had.
Work pants.
Joe Rice Dockery. Will Dockery. 1865 to 1936.
There it is, yes.
I know.
Is that the picture you took? Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought you looked it up. No, that's from the
I have
actual.
a photo album. I mean, we were there. I went back to my photo album.
So it does it. The fact that you're doing this festival, really, and I hope it stays an annual thing.
Well, that's what we're shooting for. I mean, we're hoping that the membership will grow.
Right.
I mean, one of the things that we did at Ambler, in their learning center, they've got monitors kind of all over the place. So that flyer that you're holding in your hand over there is on their monitors. It comes up every couple minutes, so the students can see it.
That's a great thing.
Nice.
Good thing. Well, Billy was supposed to give us a call about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, but he called last week.
Right. He called her. So he is one of the acts that will be there. So why don't we play one of the tunes from Billy's record here, which is called "Nice Ain't Got Me Nuttin'." Do you have a preference that?
No, I'll let you pick it.
Your daddy don't like me. He says I'm no good. Your mama don't like me. I'm from the wrong neighborhood. I'm done working 7. They pay me till 10. If you can slip out tonight, girl, we're gonna do it again. So pick up the phone, girl, and give me a ring so I can take you downtown and you can shake that thing. Shake that thing. It's blue jeans and leather. Girl, you made the call. If good looks were dollars, girl, you'd have them all. A hot Friday night, you're looking so fine. If you can get loose from daddy, girl, you'll be alright. Say your daddy ain't home and tell your mama the same, so I can take it downtown and you can shake that thing. Shake that thing. Oh, shake it, baby. Your mama don't like it, your daddy don't like it. I don't care about nothing but you. Nothing but you. Ain't got enough money, can't buy you no ring. Shake that thing. Shake that thing. We're going out tonight, baby. Gonna shake that thing. We're gonna stay all night too. Just me and you.
Billy the Kid and the Regulators off their album Nice Ain't Got Me Nothing. That's Shake That Thing, and they will be one of the bands that you'll see at the 2025 Philadelphia Blues Society Blues Festival, October 11th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Temple University, Ambler, Pennsylvania campus.
Correct.
And we have Greg Gaughan in studio with us this evening. Maybe Billy the Kid got arrested. I actually just watched an entire
Billy
documentary
Kid
about him. Yeah, so pretty funny. Billy the Kid. The reason why he went rogue was because the governor knew that they needed Billy's cooperation to kind of quell an uprising. And Billy gave it to him on the condition he would get amnesty and all this other stuff. And the governor said, oh, yeah. And then they turned around, threw him in jail, and he was supposed to hang.
Right.
And he escaped, and that was it. He figured, I'll trust nobody ever again. So tell me about the festival at 11 a.m. How do we, is there a website?
There is a
social
website.
media? How do we get tickets?
The web address is philadelphiabluessociety.org/festival. Everybody can go there and click on the link to purchase tickets.
Okay.
If you want to be a sponsor, you can sign up for a sponsorship package as well.
Okay.
From that site.
As a sponsor, like let's say I wanted to sponsor this event, what does that afford me?
Well, it depends on what level.
Whoa.
We have different levels.
I'm very uneven.
We've got silver, bronze, gold, and platinum.
Whoa. I can tell you the first 5 are out of my league.
Well, I
Or
guess
the bottom, the top 5.
Cardboard. Is there
we
cardboard?
we have another level that we didn't
have
give
something
it-
below
we didn't
sea
give it a
level?
name. I think they were going to call it pewter.
Ah. You have something rust? You have a rust level? No, go ahead, Greg. What do you have for sponsorship?
So for $250, you end up getting 2 free tickets and your name on our website and announced at the festival. Then we have the silver level, or I'm sorry, the bronze level, which is $500. You get 4 free tickets, your name featured on our brochure and website, and also mentioned at the festival throughout the day. Then we have a silver level that gets you 6 tickets and the same thing. Then you have the gold level, get you 8 free tickets, your name featured on our brochure and website, and your business banner displayed at our stage front, and your name announced on stage throughout the day.
Nice.
And then we have the platinum level, which is $2,500. That is 10 free tickets, your name featured on our brochure and website, your business banner displayed at our front stage, and your name announced throughout the day by the MC.
Nice.
There you go. Who's the MC?
The MC is going to be me, and Khadijah Renee.
Nice.
Excellent. All right,
I am the radio guy.
right, there you go.
Nice.
That's how I get roped into doing them things. All right, Beta Man.
There's no cardboard level.
Cardboard.
That's about my speed. Sorry.
Wow. All right. Well, funny.
Pay the
That's
man.
funny right there. I don't care who you are. Well, once again, welcome to Rock on Radio. We have Greg Gaughan in studio, and he is here to talk about that 2025 Blues Festival. So when you're putting together an event of this magnitude, I know a little bit about what goes into the Long Branch Jazz and Blues Festival, which Claire and I have emceed for 5+ years now. And I'm only an outsider looking in, so as I say, I only know a little bit. You're on the inside.
Correct.
Enlighten us, because people, they just show up, here's my ticket, and there's always going to be that majority or minority, I should say, that will complain about this, that, or the other thing and give you a hard time.
Well, hopefully they won't. And
Well, I
they'll be
hope not
happy-
either.
They'll be happy with the full event.
But you would think, but there's always one or two, right? So what goes into putting an event of this magnitude together? Permits and is there food? Is there drink? There's more permits, insurance.
Oh,
Go ahead.
all of that. We got together and decided to have the festival. And really the first thing was getting the bands. I mean, we really couldn't start advertising it until we had the bands in place. And I had all the bands booked probably by, I'm going to say, the middle of March, beginning of March, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the next step was we threw together a brochure to get out there for sponsorship and stuff. We met with Temple University's Ambler Campus logistics people, and they're great. They have been fantastic throughout the whole thing, telling us exactly what we need for permits, insurance, vendor licensing. We've got 2 food vendors that'll be coming out. We have a vegetarian vendor, and we have a barbecue vendor.
Ooh.
And then we also have Backstage Bar and Grill from Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. They will be having their food. They will also be catering the VIP tent for the artist.
Ooh, very good.
And then we have Hers Chips. They'll be bringing all the snacks
Nice.
for the artist. But we have a beer garden that will be sponsored by Conshohocken Brewing Company.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, so we'll have 12 different beers on hand.
I'm still confused about the whole vegan thing.
Well, not everybody eats meat, so we had
It's
to
not
mix
vegan.
it up a
He
little
said it was
bit.
vegetarian.
Vegetarian,
It's
right? It's
different
not
than
vegan. Right.
Okay. Vegetarian. It's a blues festival.
It's all right. So,
Now, if it was a jazz and blues festival,
so
You
what
know.
are you saying? What are you saying? There's some kind of stereotypical thing behind vegetarians and jazz music?
they go to the beatnik clubs, the jazz people, snap their fingers and have the espressos and.
Oh, because espresso's vegetarian.
Is that possible?
Well, it's a bean.
Ooh, a legume.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, it's like when I think blues, I think ribs and beef.
Oh, we got the meat wagon for the barbecue.
There you go.
That says it all right there, right?
That's your level, the meat level.
Yes, can I sponsor that? Meat. Excellent.
No veggies.
Years ago, I had a girlfriend, and we would throw a party every year. She came home one time with a cooler. It says, keep beverages cold for 72 hours. Of course, I'm like, well, we need to test that out. So we had a 3-day party. Began Friday afternoon at like 5, and we had Friday night just burgers and dogs. Saturday was the big event where we had all kinds. I used to cook like close to 200 pounds of ribs.
Okay.
And then Sunday was Meat Fest, where we had nothing but meat left. And we would just, we had the meat sweats, as they say. But
Gosh, that's so gross.
what? We had ribs, we had chili, burgers,
there's
dogs,
beans involved.
pork roll,
Beans in the
sausage.
soup.
Exactly. That's you got a vegetarian chill, Crickets.
What's the point?
God, that look. Did you see that?
All right. So we know I'll be staying away from the vegetarian area.
Okay.
I'm
You
just
say
saying,
so.
nothing against vegetarian people, but
You don't like vegetarian.
Just doesn't-
vegetarian food.
at a blues festival, I'm just not thinking vegetarian.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking meat.
Okay.
All right.
you're
But that's good that you have it for both.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He wants
we're
both
thinking-
people
we're-
to come,
we're
not
thinking
just
of
you.
catering to everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic.
And we'll have craft vendors.
Oh, okay. So you're going to have vendors and
Yeah.
any rock and roll type of stuff? Are you aware of who the vendors are? Or
I am not at this point. That's Cindy Amoroso's territory, not mine.
okay. Oh, get her on the phone. What's
She's actually working right now, unfortunately.
I'm done with her and the vegetarians. This is just not happening.
It's not.
One of the other artists who is going to be on this event
Hopefully.
is our friend Mikey Jr.,
That's right. He's been on our show
who
before.
a couple of years ago was here with Ronnie Ungarini, Trenton Blues, God rest his soul.
Yep.
I'm Joe Zook, Trenton guy.
Oh, I love Joe Zook.
And you know Joe?
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe Zook. And Mikey has a couple of albums out. Now, I have Mikey Jr. Traveling South, but he's come out with Traveling North.
Oh, there you go.
He used to be
that
on.
album's almost a year old. Traveling North.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's been out for a while because he's not on Viztone anymore, I see.
No. Well, he's got his own record label.
Big Train Records.
Eighth Train.
Or 8th Train Records, right. Which Robin Hudak is also on 8th Train Records. So that works out that way. But he's also got a tribute to Sonny Boy Williamson, Alec Rice Miller and Sonny Boy Williamson. He has a song on Traveling North. Mikey, of course, is a harmonica player, fine harmonica player. I was planning, if he calls, I was planning on giving him some grief
You give someone grief?
because I'm looking at everything he's got here, and he's got a local guy, Victor Wainwright, on piano and organ. When one of his best friends in the world, the guy was even in his Mikey's wedding, Dave Keys, was just in the. Dave and I were hanging out at the Long Branch Jazz and Blues Festival, and he's not on the record. He must be vegan.
Vegetarian.
You know, Dave played Jamie's House of Music the night before the JSG Long Branch Festival.
He told me that,
And
actually.
then he was with Jimmy Carpenter. And when he got done his gig with you guys, he jumped in his car and drove up to New York because he was playing with Jimmy Carpenter at the
He had a
Iridium.
gig up there, too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said. He goes, I can't hang out too long. he got there early, and that worked out, so
Yeah.
it was good to see him. Him and I were.
Dave's great.
He's
Love
great.
Dave.
He is one of the nicest gentlemen. He really is. Well, we have this tune from Mikey Jr. It's called Taboo Love. You have that? Okay.
I do have it.
We're going to air that, actually. And then we'll be back with more Greg Gaughan.
Going.
Talking about the Philadelphia Blues Society's 2025 Blues Festival. Hopefully that's the first
Of
of annual. There you go.
Every time I think of you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Think about you every day. Try so hard to stay away. Fighting with my telephone. Call you up and you're not home. Someone else who owns my love. You're the one I'm thinking of. Your love is taboo. Your love, baby. Your love is taboo. Dream about you in my bed. Your body dances in my head. See the smile that's on your face. Nothing else can take its place. Feel you deep inside my soul. Tried so hard to let it go. Someone else who owns my name. When I hold her close, it's not the same. Your love is taboo. Yes, it is, darling. Somebody should have told me your love is taboo. Tell me that it's got to end. You just wanna be my friend. I can't help the way I feel. My love for you is oh so real. Got this pounding in my heart. When I look at you, I fall apart. I just wanna let you know I don't wanna ever let it go. No, no. Your love is taboo. Yes, it is, baby. Your love is taboo.
That's Taboo Love from Mikey Jr. off of his album Traveling North. Also, one of the artists who will be at the Philadelphia Blues Society's 2025 inaugural Blues Festival, all October 11th
Yes.
at 11 a.m. How are you, Mike?
Absolutely. Doing great. Doing great. Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Yep. Well, we got Greg Gaughan here, the man that's putting this all together. So,
Yeah, man.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great, Greg. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the efforts you're doing with, Jamie's House of Music and also the Philadelphia Blues Society, man. We love it. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I mean, I appreciate you taking the time tonight because I know you're in the middle of doing something down there to Twisted Tail, I believe, aren't you?
Yes. I'm down the Twisted Tail here on Mondays every Monday. I'm sorry, on Wednesdays every Wednesday.
now, are you still doing the thing at Hurricane Jack's on Tuesday, first Tuesday of every month, too, Mike?
No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm down. So I'm on. I'm at the Twisted Tail every single Wednesday, and I'm at the Havana New Hope doing a blues jam there on Thursday nights. With respects to tomorrow, next Thursday, sometimes on the first Thursday, they have ticketed events, and I don't do the first Thursday, but I do Thursday nights at Havana, running an open blues jam there. And then I'm also still running my open blues jam 14 years later over at the Twisted Tail. So I'm at the Twisted Tail every Wednesday from 6 to 10 with Filthy Rich doing a duo. And then I'm at the Twisted Tail on Sundays from 5 to 9 running the All Ages Blues Jam over there.
Fantastic. We were Greg and I were just talking about getting younger generations involved with blues music to try to make sure that the genre continues to garner fans and people who want to support it. And we're talking about getting into schools and teaching them about the history and everything behind blues music. So that's great, man.
Yeah, blues in the schools is a great thing. People checking out the Blues Foundation at blues.org. They do a lot of work with blues in the schools. And fortunately for me, the Twisted Tail has given me a great opportunity to be sort of a mentor for younger people coming up in the blues scene. A couple of the people coming through my blues jam are John Hay, a great guitar player. Went on to play with John Namath and the Blues Dreamers, and also is now on the road with Jason Brown, who's supposedly the and I'm not sure of this, but I believe he's the illegitimate son of the killer Jerry Lee Lewis himself. There's that. There's also Harmonica Slim from Slim and the Percolators, who came up coming through my blues jam. There's my guitar player Zach Lees, who came up coming through my blues jam. So I've been real fortunate enough to kind of see the younger generation come up and then start going out and doing things. And now I got another group of younger gentlemen that are coming in playing the guitar, and singing and doing a bunch of other stuff. So it's really cool to be able to do that.
Namath, he owes me a station ID. He told me he'd cut me one like 5 years ago, and I'm still waiting on it.
Oh, yeah, get him to do it. I just had lunch with him. Not too long ago. John's a great friend of mine. I've known John since 2000. I've known of him since 2007, but we became friends kind of in 2014, 2012, 2014 era. I had him play over at the Twisted Tail, and it was the end of his tour, and it was the last stop on his long tour, and it was just a great time. They really let loose. They really, they were just ready to get in the van and kind of go home after the show, and it was a really good time. And I came home, and I wasn't worth anything the next day. John's like my older brother, man. He's like an older brother to me. I just want to be like him. I had it fortunate enough to play some harmonica with him the last time he was in town, and he does some of the best Junior Wells that anybody can do, and that's how I got my name. Being that I love Junior Wells so much, and my stepmom Robin was a big Bonnie Raitt fan, and it comes full circle because Bonnie Raitt did a record at Sigma Sounds back in the day in Philadelphia, and the late great T.J. Tyndall played on that record, and I was fortunate enough to work with T.J. Tyndall on his last recording before he passed away. He's the gentleman that co-wrote Bye Bye Baby with Danny DeGennaro. He plays guitar on Backstabbers, Howard Melvin and the Blue Notes, and all kinds of stuff out of Philadelphia. But on that record I'm referring to with Bonnie Raitt, where she has Junior Wells playing harmonica, she would say before one of Junior Wells' solos, "Play it, Junior." And so my stepmom Robin, being that she was a big Bonnie Raitt fan, would say that to me before I took a harmonica solo, and that's where Mikey Jr. was born, really. So, John plays some of the best Junior Wells, and so he was like, "Hey, you gonna sit in?" And I was like, "Oh, I'd love to." He goes, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I want you to sing some Junior Wells while I play harmonica," and that's what we did, and it was great. And I'm honored to be able to call him my friend, and that's what's great about this business. Is that as a fan or as a friend and as a musician myself, I'm still a fan, and I've been able to meet a lot of my heroes in the blues throughout my career. I've been able to meet Hubert Sumlin, who played with Sonny Boy Williamson and Howlin' Wolf. I was able to meet Pinetop Perkins. I was able to meet, so many people that, were just Calvin Fuzz Jones from Muddy Waters, Paul Usher, all these guys. I grew up right next to one of my favorite harmonica players in the world, Steve Geiger. Grew up right next to him, went to see him. So it's a great thing, this little blues community we got. It's a really good thing.
No, it definitely is, and the blues is a very. It's funny back in the day when your dad and I, Mike, were playing at places like the Manor Hotel and the Windsor Manor and all these little dive clubs around Trenton. Back in the day, we would, if you were in a band and you were moonlighting with another band, you were like, you're dead to me. There was such a competition. But with the blues, it's never been that way. It's like, it's such a welcoming genre. Everybody plays with everybody. Everybody understands that it's about the music and not about the ego. And it's really just a really great thing to see, especially as I was talking about earlier. Like Claire and I went to Clarksdale earlier this year, and it was just jaw-dropping. And just the community and the way they go about their business. But speaking of business, you're going to be at the festival. What can we expect? I'm buying a ticket to the 2025 Blues Festival. What can I expect from Mikey Jr.?
October 11th. Oh man, I'm so looking forward to it. I got a bunch of new records out. I've been really busy, really excited. I've got this tribute to Sonny Boy Williamson record. I've got the Traveling North record, which is the answer to my 2014 release, Traveling South. So I'll be doing a bit of everything. I like to do traditional blues. I like to do some rock blues. I like to do some Chicago blues. I like to do everything. I like to entertain, and we'll have a good time, and it'll be fun, and we'll laugh and we'll sing and we'll have a ball. And that's what it's all about. I want to thank the Philadelphia Blues Society for, really taking the bull by the horns in that area and doing so much in so little time so far to help this music along and to give it the pedestal that it deserves to stand on. So they've been doing great. And Jamie's House of Music, I want to let them know, they do a lot for the blues community as well. They're doing a chicken and waffles things over there. They have a Sunday jam that's a little bit before mine, and they do a bunch of stuff. So we want to make sure we mention Jamie's as well, and the Twisted Tail, where we have live music 6 nights a week down there. and live blues music 6 nights a week. And yeah, man, October 11th, grab your tickets. There's a lot of fun, lot of stuff on the bill. My friend King Solomon Hicks is going to be there, and I have been playing with King Solomon Hicks since the beginning of his career. I've been, a friend of his for a long time, and we've done many shows together. Just got a chance to play with him at the Briggs Farm Blues Festival. Briggs Farm Blues Festival, for all you blues cats listening. It's the second week in July, and my blues festival, the Bucks County Blues Festival, is always the third Saturday in July. So, lots to talk about, and I appreciate you giving me this time to mention these things. But yeah, October 11th is going to be a fun time. It's going to be great. It's a family thing, bring the kids. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience for everybody and anybody. And yeah, man, keeping the blues alive is all about bringing somebody that you might not necessarily know about the blues or whatever, but letting them share in a video, bringing them to a concert, keeping that blues alive. And for to touch on what you said about going to Clarksdale and seeing how us blues community people treat each other, it's such a cooperation, and music is a cooperation and never a competition. Music's always a cooperation, man. It's how the song forms, a cooperation of every person in the band. So blues is just a great kind of knit family, and it's great. That's why they got that blues challenge down there. They don't call it a blues. Everybody calls it the International Blues Competition, but what it is it's actually the International Blues Challenge, because it's just a challenge. It's more of a challenge than a competition. You have to get there. You have to, that's another thing you could check out at blues.org is the International Blues Challenge that takes place in Memphis, Tennessee.
Correct.
Such a great thing. And that's how I met everybody. I just happened to win it I won my right to go there in 2005. I ended up making the finals in 2012 or 2011 or something. But ever since I found out about that place, I was like, hey, I try to go there every year, check out the new talent that's coming up. You're always going to see new talent there, and it's always a great time, so that's fun too. But so we're gonna have a great time. King Solomon Hicks is such a great entertainer, such a great singer, such a great person too. I know his family very well. His mom is such a sweetheart, and Kirk Yano, his bass player, and kind of mentor manager type guy, is just such a great dude as well. He's a rock star, I mean, if you Google him, he's done records with Mariah Carey, and he's just playing the blues right now, which is so cool,
Well, Mikey, I got to stop you there, bud, because I got a call coming in as we speak on the other end.
Go ahead. I know how to talk.
Call.
All right. I know how to talk.
So I got to
I'll
cut you
talk
off.
to
But
Thank you.
October 11th, if Dave Orban's there tonight, man, say hello to him and the Mojo Gypsies for me. And we'll see you at the event on October 11th.
All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you having me. You guys have a great evening.
All right,
too.
Mikey.
Thanks,
Rock
Mikey.
on, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Mikey Jr. here on Rock On Radio. We played Taboo Love. Now, we got our other call, and she called early. The one didn't call at all. The other one called 15 minutes late. And now we're going to call her back, and we're going to demand to know why she hung up on us.
Hello.
Hello, Danielle.
How you doing?
This is Danny Coleman from Rock On Radio. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
You were on the air.
You are on the
I'm on the
air.
air. Hi.
You are on the air, so I don't know if you're on
All right.
speaker or what, but I need
Right.
you to kind of come off of that so we can hear you.
Okay. No, I should be on. Can you hear me okay?
Nope, you sound like you're in a
No.
tunnel. I didn't catch you in the bathroom, did
Really?
I, Danielle?
No. Hold on a second. No, I have my very supposedly brand new earbuds in. Hold on one second. Let me get on speaker actually. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Actually, you sound okay now.
You sound okay
Clearing
now,
up
so you're all right.
Oh, okay. All right. It might have just been
Nope.
maybe where I was, like I was on my front porch.
Now you sound like you're underwater.
All right. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
So Danielle will also be at the 2025 Blues Festival.
Yeah, she'll be the opening act.
Oh, cool.
Oh, she's the first
She's
on.
going to kick it off at 11 o'clock.
I see what you did here,
Acoustic
Greg.
guitar and a little stomp box blues. Right, Danielle?
1 second. Sorry about that. Here we go. Are we on?
You're good.
There we
All
go.
right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Now I'm on speaker and that's working better.
Yes. So I have to ask you, Danielle,
Yeah.
just point blank, what are your intentions with my radio show?
What am I?
Now let me.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think he knows either.
Should
So
I speak with your,
I've been doing this for over 16 and a half years, and I still don't know what my intentions are, so don't worry about that. So let me give you a little background on what's happened this evening. Our 7 o'clock call never called.
Well,
Our
yes, Paul.
7:30 didn't call till 7:45,
Okay.
and you're the 8 o'clock, and you called 5 minutes early. While I was
only
trying to
called
get
2
this,
minutes early.
I was trying to get the 7:45 off the phone. So Greg tells us that you will be the lady kicking off this entire Philadelphia Blues Society 2025 Blues
I
Festival.
will be kicking it off. Yes.
All right, so tell us about Danielle Maraglia.
All right. Well, first of all, it's Moralia.
The G silent? Is that like lasagna? What is that?
She's
Sort of
Italian.
like lasagna, exactly. just
Everything's
like
silent.
lasagna, with
Except
a
the
All right.
Italian.
Leah, without the end.
I'm just going to call you Zelda then. All right. So,
All right.
So
I
what's
like
happening?
that. I wish that was my name. I've known Jamie from Jamie's House of Music since he was doing concerts out of his home, when he used to have his living room set up like a venue. Years ago, before he opened that venue, his living room, I don't know if you know this, if you ever went to any of his house concerts, but he used to have his living room set up with a full stage, full lighting, full sound system. And it was an amazing house concert. And the venue that he's made out of that, it's almost like you sprinkled fairy dust on his living room and turned it into a blues venue. So that's how I know these guys from playing his house years ago. I'm psyched to be kicking off the festival. I'm going to be solo. I kind of do a little bit of a one woman band style thing. I have like a stomp box and play harmonica on like one song, but I play guitar, use a stomp box and sing, and it's fun. It's got good energy, even though it's just me, you know.
Okay, so tell us about you, Danielle. How long have you been? Blues is a genre that it kind of like earlier we were joking because Greg was saying they're going to have a vegetarian vendor at the event. And when I think blues, I don't think vegetarian. And it wasn't until recently that when I thought blues, I never used to think of women, but over the last decade, women have made huge inroads.
Well, the women have
blues
been in
music.
blues for a long time. You know, you got Memphis Minnie, you got
Right.
they're pioneers. I mean, Big Mama Thornton, Bessie Smith, you got a lot of pioneers.
Right.
Of the blues.
And I understand that, but when as an outsider, and I'm not an outsider, but as an outsider looking in and the things that I hear, people always view it as a male-dominated genre, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
So at what age did you get into blues music or want to become a musician?
Well, it was an evolution, for lack of a less kind of pretentious way to put it. But it was I started playing guitar when I was 13. I was basically into like metal at the time. I was like, the first thing I wanted to learn was Iron Man, and I learned it by ear, just a single note version of it, just kind of learned it by ear. And then, I kind of went from that into like more classic rock. And then, I was a huge Janis Joplin fan. I am still a huge Janis Joplin fan. I always loved the Stones. I'm a big Prince fan. That's, not classic rock necessarily, but anyway, it's, I went from that to like, who influenced these people? And it's like, all right, there wouldn't be a Janis Joplin if it wasn't for Big Mama Thornton, if it wasn't for Bessie Smith, if it wasn't for, and then getting into the acoustic guitar playing, that's when I started getting into like Mississippi John Hurt and Big Bill Broonzy and the old acoustic blues players, and learning how to pick and that kind of like learning that kind of finger style playing. And so it was sort of like digging deeper and deeper. Who influenced this one? Who influenced that one? And even those guys, also influenced Bob Dylan and the singer songwriters that from the folk of the 60s. Those guys all were influenced by those acoustic blues players. It's kind of the foundation of everything that we love. It's the foundation of all the music that we love. So people might not think that they like the blues, but if you like any kind of popular music, then you like music that's rooted in the blues. It's what it's all rooted in.
We actually had that discussion at the very beginning of the show. So
Nice.
excellent.
Sorry to be repetitive.
No, not at all.
Hey, it's
That's reaffirming. That's what
So I'm
that
not
is.
I'm not saying something completely unique here. What do you mean?
well, we just need the woman's point of view, Danielle.
Yeah, so that's it. It's the foundation of everything. It comes from the gut. It comes from pure emotion, and it's what I love. It's just that's when I first heard Janis Joplin, it was like, oh my God, what is this? Like, it was like pure, I was into music. I grew up in the 80s. I was into like 80s pop music basically throughout that time for the most part. And it's like when I first heard Janis Joplin, it just blew my mind. It was like, this is somebody who's just putting it all out there, not leaving anything on the table, so that guttural thing, and that all comes from the blues, just digging really deep and just putting it all out there.
Oh no, very true. And actually, you were talking about Mississippi John Hurt. Something that Mississippi John Hurt, believe it or not, is actually from Tennessee. And,
that is correct.
And he used to work at Bubba O'Keefe's father's gas station.
Oh wow, that's
He used to
weird.
pump gas with Bubba
Wow.
down at his father's gas stations in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
It's amazing. It's
And
amazing.
because Bubba, we know Bubba, he's the head of Clarksdale tourism down there.
Yeah.
And Tennessee Ernie Ford is actually from Mississippi.
Yeah. That's
Very strange, but
yeah.
but no, you exactly what you said. Everything you said was it warms my heart, warms
Yeah.
my rockles. I don't want to say cockles. That's a little presumptuous.
That was my intention. That was my intention for this radio show.
See,
The
there you
actual-
go. We discovered her intentions with our radio program. Fantastic.
Rockles, okay.
To warm my
Oh,
rockles.
your rockles.
So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Mikey Jr. before I had to throw him off. Excuse me. If I'm buying a ticket and you're the first act on,
Yeah.
what can I expect?
Well, bring coffee because it's 11 a.m. set. So get caffeinated. What can you expect? I try to bring, I try to just bring all I got. That's all. In line with the people who influence me, I just try to give it my all and connect. And I don't know. It's a weird thing to be like, well, what you're going to hear is me doing that, whatever. But, I kind of do like a stompin' blues kind of thing. Like I use a box with a mic under it, and I stomp and I play finger style guitar and I yell and sometimes sometimes I sing softer, sometimes I sing louder. I don't know. I don't know what else to say to
No,
describe
well,
it.
that's what I'm looking for. I mean, because
yeah,
I was gonna offer to be your hype man
Yeah.
to get the whole
I-
thing
I mean,
started, but
the
you
hope
sound
is
like
to
you
make
got it.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
You sound like you got it under control.
Yeah, the hope is to make you feel something and not something bad, If you're feeling something bad, hopefully work through it and get to the good part, whatever it is. That's, I'm just kind of trying to be as honest with it as possible. That's all.
Well, the reason why I asked that question is because so often at these festivals, it's like the first couple of acts they throw to the wolves. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
where like,
Yep.
right, what do we got here? Because you know,
Yeah.
there's not 10,000 people there at 11
Yeah.
a.m. There's like
Yeah, yeah.
6 in the road crew. You know,
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
the gates open at 10.
Well,
so-
that's your job. You're going to get them all there, right? With this
That's
radio
right.
spot. You're going to
That's
get them
right.
all to come at 11 a.m.
right? Greg is here, and he's gonna take this radio. I'm gonna send him the file, and he's gonna
Yep.
take it, and he's gonna play it, and all over
Let
the.
them know
all-
it's worth it to show up early with your coffee. And
Yes,
come,
matter of fact, I might.
see
He
me.
might. He might do a thing at Jamie's House of Music where I just come sit on stage and stay silent. We play this behind me.
Yeah. You're not even going to lip sync to it?
Pantomime.
No, I don't want to lip sync. I don't want to be like Milli Vanilli now.
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, Greg. What were you going to say? Greg was going to say something. Now he's laughing. He can't say anything.
Is Greg there?
You
I
see it?
am.
Yes,
Hey,
he
Danielle,
knows
how
all
are
the time. He's happy because you're the only one that called on time.
All right.
That's
All
right.
right. I was like, well, I figured, I don't know. I figured I'd call a couple minutes early just because I didn't know if it was like right on time or, whatever.
It would have
was.
been.
Yeah.
You would have been fine.
See, that's the difference between a female blues singer
Yeah.
and a male blues singer.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Name one.
Some of them are just waking up.
That's right.
So, what are your websites and things, Danielle?
Everything you want, everything, all the links that you could need, you can get at daniellem.com. I just keep it simple. So that way you can just go there. You can find all the social media links of your choice, or the streaming services of your choice. daniellem.com. You don't have to worry about my last name at all. Just Danielle with 2 L's and 2 E's and an M for Moralia at the end of that. So daniellem.com. Just go there. You can find everything. You can find some videos so that you can get a better idea of what you're going to hear rather than me just trying to like explain what I do. But that's the idea right there.
I don't like explaining myself either, Danielle.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult thing for me to do, or for
Believe
people
it or
to
not,
believe.
performers don't always like talking about themselves.
That's very true. Very true. So, Greg sent us several, or 5 or 6 of your tunes, I think. What she sent, Claire, my producer Claire is going to tell us which ones he sent.
I have
Okay.
3 ready to rock. So we have "You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go,"
Okay.
and "It Hurts Me Too,"
Okay.
and the last one is "Pick Me Up." Pick up the gun.
Pick up the gun.
Pick up
Yeah.
the gun.
Okay, that's the original. Cool. Yeah, so one is a Bob Dylan tune. So those are all from the last album, Bright Shining Stars, which is it's got some like blues tunes and covers I was doing over the years, like acoustic versions of those. But the vibe of those is pretty close to what you'll hear from a solo show. It's probably the closest vibe that you'll hear to what I do live. And the Pick Up the Gun has the stomp on it and stuff, so that's probably going to be a good representation as well. But
All right. So you want us
yeah.
to play that one? Pick up the gun.
I think that'd be a good one if you want to play an original tune.
Okay.
For
We'll do
sure.
that.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
well, thank you for being a good sport and putting up with Claire. I understand the issues.
Oh yeah, she was so difficult.
I always get thrown under the bus.
It cannot be. And it's not easy. Trust me. I do it every week.
Throws me under the bus every week. It's so true.
Greg, you got anything for her before we go?
No, I'd just like to say, Danielle, thanks for taking the time to call in.
Thank you. Thanks for
And,
having me on the festival. I'm
we
really
will see
looking
you
forward to seeing
October.
you all.
Well, actually, no, it's kind of funny if I can just interject something real quick. Danielle was booked to play at Jamie's House of Music on October 11th.
Yes.
Oh.
Then the board decided to hold the festival on October 11th. So I quickly said, I got to call Danielle and let her know we're closed, but we'll book her on the festival instead.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
That was my in. That was my
That's
in
right.
right there.
well, I guess my question for you then, Danielle, is: did you hold out for more money?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It
excellent,
was a very
you know.
long and it was a very arduous, long negotiation.
Yeah, I can imagine
She
because you know
twisted
that
my arm.
pulling the rug out from under your feet, and then
I had to send some henchmen over there. It was a whole thing.
Well, the thing is that she's on first, so she just gets the rest of her day off too.
Yeah.
great.
That was I negotiated that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. I like it.
it's got to be a wake-up fee and a coffee fee. See? You all right with that, Greg?
Yeah.
I'm her new
Oh, yeah.
manager. All right,
Okay.
that's what I like to hear.
Well, wait a minute. You've got to talk to her husband about that.
Is your husband your manager?
No, he's not my manager.
Well,
no.
there you go. He's out. Husband's out. All right, Danielle. Thank you so much for taking the time, like Greg said, to call Rock on Radio.
Thank
And,
you. Thanks so much for having me. Nice to talk with you guys.
You too, and good luck at the festival. And now we're going to
Thank
play.
you.
What is the name of this song?
Pick up the gun. Sorry, I took your job. Sorry.
No, that's fine. You can cut me off anytime you want. I enjoy that. So, all right, rock on, my
All
friend.
right, thank you all.
Thanks,
Take
Have a
care.
good
Danielle.
night. Bye.
All right, here is Danielle Moralia.
Is that how you say it?
That's what she said. It looks like Miraglia to me, but
Well, that's you.
Miraglia.
Well, it's very important you spell it
Well-
because then people can Google it.
Moralia.
Would you say Albert Castiglia? For Albert Castilla?
No,
Okay, well,
That's your G.
there's your silent G.
but
You say lasagna.
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 Billy the Kid and the Regulators, King Solomon Hicks, the Philly Blues Kings, Mikey Jr., Aaron Harp Country Duo, and Danielle Moralia will be at the 2025 Blues Festival, October 11th, 11 a.m.
Doors open at 10.
Doors open at 10, and the website to purchase tickets is PhiladelphiaBluesSociety.org.
/festival.
Well, that's not on there.
Well, just Google
Let's go to the
Philadelphia
man.
Blues Society, and the festival comes up. So, I
Is that,
did it
is that
way.
so?
Yes.
Or they can go to Danny Coleman's Got the Blues or Danny Coleman's Rock on Radio, and I have shared the link already.
On Facebook? Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, so here is Danielle Moralia and her song called
Pick up the gun.
Go on, kid, pick up the gun. If you're drawing quick, you better run. I'm a God-fearing man, and when my time is done, I know I did what a cowboy would do. I did what a cowboy would do. I pray every day, no need to repent. Ain't a sin if it's self-defense. So go on, kid, pick up the gun. Give me a reason to shoot. Give me a reason to shoot. Everybody's watching, let's give them a show. They can't be hurt by what they don't know. The press is coming to the rodeo. I could use a little blood on my boots. I could use a little blood on my boots. See, the real most wanted got away. I need to show 'em my body today. So go on, kid, pick up the gun. Give me a reason to shoot. Give me a reason to shoot. I wouldn't press my friends in the Bible Belt. To kill you would be a who. To kill you would be a who. Now I don't think you understand, so I shoot my first and leave yours in your hand. Sorry, kid, it's been fun. I don't need a reason to shoot. I don't need a reason to shoot. head. But I never thought blood would get everywhere. If I stick by my reasons, I'll be in the clear. I swear I had a good reason to shoot. So I had a good reason to shoot. So I had a good reason to shoot. So I had a good reason to shoot.
Well, there you go. Threw me for a loop there.
Sorry, it was 3 minutes. So
It was. All right. Well, I actually gave you another one from King Solomon Hicks, who is the headliner of the 2025 Philadelphia Blues Society Blues Festival, and do you have that?
I do.
Pulled up? Okay.
It is.
So
called
what
Every
made
Day I Have the Blues.
Okay. What made you go after Solomon for this?
Well, I knew that he was working on a new album, and he's a younger guy, so we're looking for the younger people to come out to the festival as well as the older folks that are into the blues. And he has played Jamie's House of Music twice. When we came back from the pandemic, we had Solomon play in April in 21 and again in May, and he sold out the house both shows. He's just a great guy, and his legacy for being a 30-year-old is just unbelievable if you read up on him. I mean, when he was 13 years old, he was playing with the Cotton Club Jazz Band.
Wow.
His parents took him to all the jazz clubs in Harlem, to see artists like Jimmy McGriff when he was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
So he's been doing it a long time.
Yeah. And kind of like what we talked about with Mikey Jr. earlier. When you're exposed to it at an early age, you have, Kingfish has a tune called Something in the Dirt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, from his...
Talking about Clarksdale from his Live in London, right? Saying he was 11 years old, sneaking out of his bed to go play Red's Juke Joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been to Red's Juke Joint. We couldn't get in because there was a thunderstorm, therefore they had no power. True story. But it's just the character and the vibe, and that's what you find in blues music. So, all your years in blues music, any funny things you want to recount?
Any funny things?
Anything funny that comes to your mind before we play this tune from Solomon Hicks?
Play Solomon and let me think.
And we'll think about that. All right. This is Rock on Radio. I have Greg Gaughan from the Philadelphia Blues Society. He is on the board there. October 11th, 2025 at the Temple University Ambler campus. The 2025 Blues Festival. It starts at 11 a.m. Doors open at 10. And the headliner is King Solomon Hicks. And here is a tune from his album called Harlem. Every Day I Have the Blues.
Every day I sing the blues. Every day
go. King Solomon Hicks. Every day I have the blues. Here on Rock On Radio with Greg Gaughan, who, so usually going in, hopes are high for the initial voyage of something like this. And then there's the realistic side. And you kind of hope to meet somewhere in between. You know what I
Just
mean?
to break even would be just what we
exactly
like.
right. So tickets again can be found at your website.
PhiladelphiaBluesSociety.org/festival.
And how much are they?
Tickets are $40 in advance.
Okay.
Members of the Philadelphia Blues Society, if they log on to get their tickets, they have a special member code that was emailed to them that they can get 10% off. Our members get 10% off on all our shows.
Okay. And how does one become a member of the Philadelphia Blues Society?
All that information is on our website at PhiladelphiaBluesSociety.org. You just click the join button, and it'll give you all the information, the different levels that you can join at, whether you're a student, individual, a band, lifetime member.
How about if you've been banned?
Double the price.
You're banned. You're still banned.
I'm banned from any vegetarian affairs now after this show. No, I mean, I only ask because, like, are there different levels of, like,
Yes.
at the foundation, the Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation, they have individual memberships,
Mm-hmm.
they have family memberships, they have band memberships. They
Correct.
have-
We have the same.
Okay.
And most societies or foundations do have those different levels.
Okay.
You know, we have a student level, and then we have a lifetime member as well.
Okay. Now, you were, or are you governed by the same rules as, I know you said you became a 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
So are you governed by the same rules if you want to, are you going to have international blues challenge events and things? or-
Eventually, yes. We are working right now with the Blues Foundation in Memphis, who we sent our paperwork in a very long time ago. I'm going to say almost a year, maybe 9 months, and they seem to have lost it. So we've got a call into them, and we're trying to get them to find our paperwork so we can move this along. So eventually, because I had an artist reach out to me just the other day, wanted to know if I was still the IBC chairman for the Jersey Shore Jazz and Blues Foundation. I said, no, I'm not. And then he asked me, what about the Philadelphia Blues Society? And I said, we're not there yet because we're too new, and we still have to work things out with the people in Memphis before we can do that.
Would that be James?
That would be James.
Yes, yes, because he contacted me too. Funny. I'm going to assume, and I could be wrong, you've been to Memphis?
I have not.
You have not?
I have not.
What are you waiting for? Seriously. I was there for 3 days and then spent 4 days in Nashville. I should have done it the other way around. I should have done 5 and 2. Beale Street is unlike anything you'll ever see. It is.
That's what I've heard.
You know, short of Clarksdale. Clarksdale is like Memphis Lights, just smaller. Clarksdale actually has more character and vibe than Memphis. But Beale Street, I mean, red velvet curtains that are dusty as can be, and there's, you know, a guy suit and tie playing blues, you know, all original blues music, plus covered classics. And I went into one restaurant, and that's the only place I saw a cover band, and it was an R&B soul cover band. So they did a lot of Motown and a lot of R&B, but the first thing I did when I got there was go to the Blues Foundation, and it's a shame because the Blues Foundation is located across the street from the Lorraine Hotel, where Martin Luther King was shot,
Right.
which is now the National Civil Rights Museum. But it's a great tour. And the guy working behind the counter was Otis Redding's guitarist. What the heck was his backup band? What was the name of Otis Redding's backup band? I thought it began with an S. Anyway, he's there. He was his guitar player, and they still gig, just without Otis Redding, of course.
Right.
But, you know, what were they called, Claire? Can you?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
Sitting on
Anyway.
the dock of the ocean.
But it's a self-guided tour in the foundation. It's a foundation and a museum. But what an education you get. I mean, it's just
Oh, I can imagine.
unbelievable.
The bar case? Bar case?
Yes, the bar case. Thank you.
That did begin with an S. On the end of the word.
He speaks backward.
What did I say?
I don't know. You said something with an S, so I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was like the Stargazers or something.
Well,
I was close.
Bar case. The bar case.
But it's I think it's cheap. It's like $12 or something, or $15 to get
Okay.
in and take as long as you want. It's got the artifacts that they have in this museum. They also have an interactive display with Taj Mahal, like a hologram type of thing, which is really cool. And the music is just absolutely unbelievable.
You know, you see pictures of Taj Mahal today, and he's a big man.
Right.
But I have pictures of him back in the mid '90s when he played the River Blues in Philadelphia, down on the Delaware,
Right.
where the man is slim. Yeah,
It's funny how we expand and evolve.
yeah.
Is that what we call it?
That's what I'm calling it. That's what maybe I
Well,
need to
You're
become a
broadening your
vegetarian.
I do have a bucket list to one day fly into Memphis and rent a car and drive down to Clarksdale.
It's only an hour.
It's only an hour.
I want to hit
That's what
the
we
hill
did.
country, you know, for R.L. Burnside and his sons, and the Kimbrough
It's-
brothers.
It was cool. It was cool.
Go to Junior Kimbrough's juke joint that's still there,
Right.
where they play the Burnsides and the Kimbroughs every week. You know,
Nice.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, you should.
Yeah, we flew into Memphis. That's the
Yeah.
way.
It's only like a 2.5-hour flight to Memphis or something.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
We did. It was a connecting, didn't we? We connected through Charlotte.
Yeah, we had to go to
Our gang.
North Carolina
Yeah.
and then to Memphis. But if you can get a direct flight, but it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
The history, Sun Records, Stax
yeah.
Records. You know, they've got the Rock and Soul Museum, which is also incredible, and they've got the Blues Foundation Museum, and it's just St. Jude's Hospital. This is all within. Yeah, I don't want to say it's all within walking distance, but it's all, you know, the Peabody Hotel.
Right.
It's amazing, and the vibe and the Beale Street. I just can't. You know, you go to Memphis, and that's Beale Street, and there's original music, and old and young, and there's all different age groups. And you go to Nashville, you hear the same cover bands and the same bar and the different bars playing the same music, and it's just. And you know, you go to Memphis, I can get 2 drinks for like $12. You go to Nashville, and one drink was $15. It's just commercial versus authentic. That's
Right.
essentially what it's like. But so now that I've ticked off the vegetarians, I've ticked off the Nashville Board of Tourism too.
when you were down in Clarksdale, did you go to the Blue Front Cafe?
No, I don't think so. We went to the Blueberry,
Went to the Bluesberry.
Cafe.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's Bluesberry.
Blue Front. I don't remember
Yeah.
that one.
It's a little tiny juke joint with a blue door in the front of the building. That's where they get the name.
I don't know. We did the Bluesberry. That was the.
We
that
did.
was
We
with
saw Watermelon Slim at the Bluesberry.
Ah, love Watermelon Slim. He
I mean,
played
it-
Jamie's House of Music 2 years ago.
Ooh.
It was in a room about this size. That
Yeah.
was and he was with drunk Mike or drunk heavy drunk.
Heavy drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. Well, you also have who else we have? We have the Philadelphia or the Philly Blues. What is it?
Philly Blues Kings. We're going to be
And,
playing with Clarence Spady.
Clarence Spady
Yeah.
is going to be there. So we got some. We don't have any of the Philly Blues Kings music, but we do have Clarence Spady, and I believe we're going to do "When My Blood Runs Cold" from
Great
Clarence
song.
Spady,
Yeah.
which will be part of the. Well,
It's
I don't
from
know
his
if that'll be,
Surrender
but-
album. Came out a couple years ago.
Yep, which is on Blind Raccoon. Is that still a label?
Actually, that's not a label. That's actually the promotion company, Blind Raccoon.
Because I have some CDs at home
is,
with that.
Nola Blue Records.
Oh, okay.
Sally Bexton's.
Sally.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great.
Sally's
she
a darling.
She is great, Sally. You have that, Claire?
Yes, I do.
Can you play it, please?
When my blood runs cold.
Today?
You're lucky.
One day, baby, when the blood runs cold in my veins, one day, sugar, when the blood runs cold in my veins, you won't be able to hurt me. My poor heart won't feel the pain. Cook and I clean for you, baby. And I try to be the best that I can. You know I cook and I clean, honey. And I try to be the best that I can. I know you think I'm your fool, 'cause I know you're with your other man.
There's Clarence Spady, When My Blood Runs Cold, who will be with the Philly Blues Kings at the 2025 Blues Festival, October 11th, 11 a.m. at the Temple University Ambler campus. And in order to find that, you have to go to philadelphiabluessociety.org/festival
Correct.
to find that out. Greg Gaughan is with us here at the how much time do we have left, Claire? 4 minutes? How much?
Well-
how long is that?
Well, I mean, we kind of we farted around a little bit. We probably could go for 5 minutes, and the other one is 3 minutes. So if you want to play that, we could do that.
Yeah, let's play that tune. Make sure we don't get that we don't leave anybody out, and then
We'll come back.
we'll come back. And All Night Long is the tune that Greg has picked from Aaron Harp. Meet Me in the Middle, featuring Jim Countryman.
That's her husband.
That's her husband.
Yeah.
All right.
He plays a mean bass ukulele too, by the way.
Oh, cool! Wow,
Bass ukulele.
never heard
Yeah.
of that before.
I've never
You
seen.
should have
one of
heard him
those.
play that at Jamie's House of Music.
Nice.
You've been to Jamie's. You've
I've
seen
been to
that
Jamie's.
bass rig.
Eh? All right. Here is Aaron Harp. She will also be at the 2025 Blues Festival with All Night Long.
Hey baby, you drive me crazy. I thought about you all night and day. I said, ooh, I've been thinking about you. Let me tell you, baby, now what I wanna do. I wanna love you all night long. I wanna squeeze you all night long. I wanna please you all night long. I wanna tease you all night long. I wanna love you, baby, now all night long. Hey, baby, I like your hair, the way you dance and the clothes you wear. I said, ooh, you're so unique. Won't you let me, baby, now? 'Cause I think you're sweet. Let me love you all night long. Let me squeeze you all night long. Let me please you all night long. Let me tease you all night long. I wanna love you, baby, now all night long. Hey baby, when you play that bass, shake your body all over the place. I said, ooh, I like your style. I had something to tell you for a while. I wanna love you all night long. I wanna squeeze you all night long. I wanna please you all night long. I wanna tease you all night long. I wanna love you, baby, now all night long. I wanna love you, baby, now all night long.
Aaron Harp, Meet Me in the Middle, and she will be in the middle of the 2025 Blues Festival put on by the Philadelphia Blues Society, October 11th at 11 a.m. Temple University's Ambler campus. Go to PhiladelphiaBluesSociety.org and all the information is there. Greg, what's going on at Jamie's, man?
Well, every Sunday is our blues jam from 12 to 3. It's
Oh,
our,
fun.
Sunday blues jam and brunch. We have different house bands that play each week. The Philly Blues Kings with Clarence Beatty plays the first and fourth Sunday of the month. Then you've got the Girk Davis Project on the second. And then the third Sunday is Steve Shanahan, the Blue Mothers. So we got a good mix of blues
Nice.
in there. Everything from, the Chicago and old stuff to Texas,
Now, you don't just have blues there. I mean, our very good friend Laura Cheadle, I know often
Yeah, I
has
love
played
Laura.
Jamie's House of Music. And who else has played there? It's not necessarily a blues artist.
Well, we got Megan Carey coming in. We've
Okay.
had the resurrection of Screaming Jay
You got
Hawkins.
no way.
We've
My
had them here
man.
twice. Yeah.
The guitar player, Tom. Oh, God.
No, Mike.
Mike. Yes.
I can't remember his last name.
No,
Begins with an A.
you're gonna make me do it too, Mike. Mike and I, we were in regular contact, and lately I have not really spoken with Mike that much. So when you just said that, is that like a Halloween show?
No. They usually came in around April when they played there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was one strange dude, Screaming Jay Hawkins, when he was alive, man. Whoa.
And I just saw that somewhere in Philadelphia he's playing. They're bringing the Resurrection Screaming Jay Hawkins into Philly somewhere.
I'm surprised. Mike Armando.
Yeah, that's it, Armando.
There you go. I haven't talked to him in a while. Him and I were in pretty regular touch there because I did some write-ups for him, and he called the show a few times, and because they were going to do like Randy's Man Cave, and when he was in Bordentown a couple of years ago, and somewhere else local where he was looking for help to promote it. But that's funny. Screaming Jay Hawkins.
Yeah.
Who originally he was the one who originally wrote "I Put a Spell on You."
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
And the guy that plays Screaming Jay,
Now. Yeah.
I mean, he dresses like him. He sounds like him. It's amazing.
People don't know Screaming Jay Hawkins was the original shock rocker.
Yes, correct.
And, he came out on stage and came out of a coffin and all this other kind of stuff.
Bone through his nose.
Through his nose, yeah. Which he originally fought all of that. He wanted nothing to do with that, but so it is. But all right, again, Philadelphia Blues Society 2025 Blues Festival, October 11th, 11 a.m. PhiladelphiaBluesSociety.org for all tickets and information. Anything you want to add, Greg, before we say goodbye?
The only thing I'd like to say, folks, is get your dance shoes on and come on out and groove to the blues.
There you
On
go.
October 11th, it's going to be a great festival.
Nice.
We wish you nothing but the best of luck with that.
That's right.
Thank you very
Good
much.
weather.
Fantastic.
And thank you
And
for having
hopefully
me
good
on
weather.
so we could help promote this too.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
Guys,
anytime.
appreciate it.
Anytime I can. I appreciate all the people you send my way.
Well,
You know,
thank
I get messages, Facebook, emails, Instagram. Greg Gaughan at Jamie said I should reach out to you, and that's fine by me, man. I appreciate it. Keeps me busy. Next week we have Signature. They don't have a bass player. This band,
Oh no.
they use a tuba,
Oh.
which I first saw it and I thought, boy, that is very odd, but wow, what a sound! So
Yeah.
I look forward to that.
You know who
next
else
week.
doesn't have a bass player in her band? Is Laura Cheadle.
I know her
Yeah.
father's
Father plays
her
with
father's
left hand
left
on
hand.
keyboard.
Jimmy's
Yeah.
left hand is
Yep.
amazing. So until next week.
Rock on!